Hello modelers and styling fanatics, welcome back to my channel. I hope that everyone is doing fine and enjoys the hobby. Long time no see guys, and I believe that it is time for me to explain some stuff and do a channel update. I am doing a channel update mainly because I will need to change some stuff. Mainly because, once again, I need to explain you what is happening right now. So, I'm gonna cut straight to the chase. Don't wanna bore you guys any further. Most of you have probably see a lack of updates or new episodes or builds from me, and this is due to the fact that life is getting in the way, guys. My kids keep me busy, of course, and I am not, and of course, and I am thankful for that. I am really happy, but I have limited time on my workbench, which means that eventually I will need to do some changes. Now, what those changes are going to be are going to be. So those changes will mainly be to the subject that I am usually working on, and I am going to explain as fast as I can and as thoroughly as I can. And I'm saying that because I'm tripping sometimes, and one stuff brings another, and I am, trying to explain stuff that are unnecessary. Anyway, so I am going to do a slight change for the few months ahead. I'm gonna explain you. So most of you guys that know, and for the guys that don't know, my workbench is located in my living room, mainly because I live in a small house and I don't have, a spare room. I could work on my garage, but it is cold, and nope, I'm not going over there. I am only going over there to spray some stuff, for limited amounts of time. So, as I've said, my workbench is in my living room, and you guys already know that I have two small kids and that run around the house like a hurricane, which means that I cannot work on huge projects like dioramas and stuff, mainly because it is difficult for me uh, to have all the stuff laid on my workbench and keep them there. Mainly because my son is curious, and I do understand him. I would be curious in his age, and he wants to meddle with stuff, and that doesn't always work well with plastic miniatures and fragile stuff, which means that if I work on a diorama, I will need to collect all my stuff and put them in a safe space, which is kinda impossible because I am having my bench time always late at night, because this is the only spare time that I have, for multiple reasons that I'm not gonna, explain. I'm not gonna talk about them right now. So, uh, I cannot work on dioramas for a while, which means that I cannot do military stuff for a while. Now you're gonna say me, George, what are you gonna do? Your channel is, mainly military stuff and cars, etc. I'm going, of course, to continue working on cars because and other stuff like planes or general stuff, because those are individuals. I can store them safely. I can gather all the mess, in a box and keep them safely. Dioramas, you guys know that you cannot keep them safely somewhere, while you work at them, mainly because I create a mess. I have building materials, glues, the subject that I'm working on, and I'm leaving it many times to cure as it is. So diorama construction takes a lot of space. So I am going to keep working on cars, planes, and individual kits, and I am going to introduce I have already introduced that, but I'm going to officially introduce figures, wargaming figures to be exactly. So, mostly from this point onward, my channel will be oriented on figure painting. I am going to paint some Age of Sigmar stuff, and then I am going to paint some Warhammer 40k stuff. Of course, I am going to use use to do some assembly in front of the camera, but mainly it's going to be painting. I hope that I am not upsetting you guys with my choice, but believe me, there is no other way for a while. Of course, and I am going to keep working on my military stuff, but I am going to postpone, the process. This is going to take a little bit more time. I'm not gonna upload the video per week with military stuff. I may do it one per month or something like that. I haven't, figured it out yet. So that's my update. So let me know your opinions. Anyway, you're not gonna change anything. I cannot do anything. It is out of reach for me to do anything. But I wanna know your opinions, and I wanna know how many of you guys are interested, and if you are interested to see miniature painting and assembly, etc., etc. Believe me, guys, I am going to make it interesting for you, even for the military guys, because even if they are wargaming miniatures, you need to work on their bases, so you need to create a small vignette on a base to make a miniature, interesting, to make it look better. So it has stuff for the army, for the military guys to see. It will also help other military folks and other guys that watch me with figure painting, mainly because it helped me as well. As I am painting stuff right now, I have noticed some improvement, and I have noticed that I can change some stuff when I'm painting my military figures, and hopefully this will help you guys as well. So that's all from me. I'm not gonna bore you any further. There is no reason. That's my brief channel update. Let me know your opinion, guys. I hope that all of you are great and you keep working on your projects, etc., etc. Yeah, that's all. You guys take care and model on. It was that Mofo Damon signing out.